Hello, good evening everybody in the UK. Please stay safe tonight, especially if you live in the western part of the UK and the south. Hi everybody. Yes, it is finally snowing here in the UK. I think many people hoped it wouldn't, that it would just kind of remain quite sleety, but it's definitely snowing. Yes, stay safe, Shaz. Those of you who are in the south, real south of Devon, Cornwall, that way, you are really getting the winds at the moment. Please stay safe. Don't go anywhere if you don't have to. I had to just get as far as through my garden, and the snow's probably about that thick at the moment, and I've kind of not barricaded, but I've put all our sledges. I got them out of I was wise when it started snowing. I got the sledges out of our garden storage and I've laid them across my pathway in my garden, so that when it gets bad, I'm going to dig them out and then hopefully use them. I might go sledging tomorrow, but also I've got a clear path from my studio to the house. That's the plan. Don't know how long it's going to stay, but the roads around Welshpool are not good, and people are warning each other not to go out. So there we go. Right, hello everybody, great to see you. Hi Shaz and Vicky and Heather. Who else is here? Lisa, hi Terry, hi Gina. Oh, bless you. So you actually had a window break at your house, Shaz. Where? Upstairs, downstairs? Oh, sometimes talking about it will help calm you down. Just, let it out here. It's fine. Happy birthday for Vicky the other day, and Shaz, it was your birthday as well. We did send you happy birthday messages. I don't know if you got them in the live. Now there's somebody else's birthday today. Oh, I should know this. Oh, Kaz Hurst. Yeah, my teamie. It's her birthday today. So Kaz, if you're watching, happy birthday. I'm trying to think. Is there anyone else here? Oh, Alison as in Kenzie Allison. It's her birthday as well. And someone called Karen Geddes, who I'm not sure. No, that's not somebody here. Not somebody you'll know. I'm getting muddled up with local people. There's a few local friends of mine who it's their birthday today. But so Kaz and Kenzie. Actually, should we message? Oh, my messenger doesn't seem to work on my computer at the moment. I don't know what's going on with it. Right beside you. Oh, that was scary, Shaz. That is, yeah. Sounds like you're having Wisconsin weather. Yeah, I think we are. And, I do get that snow is quite common in other parts of the world. I do get that. But I guess for the UK, having a regular snow through the winter, it's not as common as it used to be. Oh, yeah, my craft room is heated. Yeah, I'm just wearing my hat. I don't know why I'm wearing my hat. I've got one oil-filled radiator, and what I do is if I'm planning to be in here, I come in and I switch it on a little bit higher, but it does use up a lot of money. It's expensive. So do you, Monica? 50 Monica. 40 Monica. 30 Monica. 30. You're 30, aren't you? It's quite well insulated as well. The guy who built it put thick insulation, so it's not terrible. And when the sun shines, it traps the sun, which is quite nice. Right. Okay, so going to do some stamping. The other thing I wanted to talk about, and I nearly sent a message out to my Artful Stampin School folks, because I realised I haven't done as much publicity about Artful Stampin School as I did last year, and I wanted any of you who took part in Artful Stampin School over 2025 just to say nice things about it, please. But no, not to just kind of be honest as much as you can about what you benefited from doing a regular class with me. For those of you who are new to my channel, I teach Zoom classes and have done for the last 4 to 5 years, but last year I decided to do a series of classes that people had to commit to. And there's been, for me, it's been so lovely to see people stamping regularly together and the results of their work. You know, and I kind of want to show you some of their work, but I also don't want to kind of like spoil the surprise at the same time. So yeah, I mean, I might show, I have had permission to show some pictures of some of the results. Where do we say the nice things? Right here, Gina, right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now. I don't know, the snow's put me in a good mood. I'm in a chatty, happy mood. Probably won't be tomorrow, but I am right now. Okay, what else was I going to say? Also, I wanted to maybe give you a little bit of a sneak peek into my thinking for 2026's Artful Stampin' School. So what I might do is, I'll see how this evening goes. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. I'm hoping that the internet stays strong, because earlier I wasn't quite sure if my internet was going to kind of be okay, because I imagine there's lots of people on the internet right now, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Let's see, how many people on the live stream? What's going on? I can't see what's going on. Okay, only 11 of you. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I might give a little sort of as I'm stamping. There we go. What I might do is, as I'm stamping, and I might make a card out of what I stamp, is just to give you a little insight into what I'm really wanting to, the knowledge I'm wanting to impart on you guys. So I already have a kind of list of 6 topics, areas I want to cover throughout the whole year. Things like texture, depth, composition, using water. What was the other thing? There were 6 things that I did kind of think about. And oh no, you're freezing. Oh, it's my internet. Let me just check my internet. Okay, internet says it's okay. Monica, you might need to go back out and come back in again. It says that my stream is good. So yeah, so I might just talk through that with you as I do some stamping with you. Please invite your friends right now, and let's have some fun doing some stamping. Oh my goodness, my Facebook is just not happy. I don't know what is going on with that. I'm going to see if I can just reload it and see what happens. Okay, let's get stamping. Okay, I've got the colours in front of me. So I'm going to be tackling the 3rd colour challenge, and there is some issue here. What is going on? Is that Claire? Claire as in, hi Claire, nice to see you. Just checking my messenger. They've appeared again. Okay, sorry, earlier I was trying to look at my messages and they weren't showing up, but anyway, they are now. That's good. Okay, has anyone got any preferences? Hi Jenny, hi Margaret, hi Cheryl. Anyone got any preferences of what they'd like me to show you? Or should I just do my kind of floral thing and then go see what happens and go from there? So the plan with the first lesson for Artful Stampin' School is actually, I'm going to, yes, give you some pre-homework. So that is typical of Artful Stampin' School 2025. We're going to repeat that in 26, where I'm going to release a video and give you some background about what I'm going to be teaching. And the idea will be is that you have to do some work prior. Sometimes it will be stamping, sometimes it won't. And I think for the first lesson, it actually is going to be to get you to think about composition. And then we're actually going to do, when we're together, we're going to do some stamping together and then start to make cards using the composition that I've already taught on. All right. So do your floral thing. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me just have a check of my okay. It says it's excellent. Stream health is excellent. So I don't know. Sorry about that if it is my end, but I'm just going to keep going. All right, and hope for the best. All right, let's get some stamps. Just picking out some. Okay. Oh, and then for South Pacificas, I've the time for Artful Stampin School is going to go forward by an hour. So I know that some of you were struggling with getting up, and you still may struggle with getting up. I'm so really sorry about that. But I have shunted it an hour forward. So hopefully the noise is deafening. Oh, why? Did something knock my mic? Is it me being too loud? Oh, okay. I thought you meant me. I mean, the wind can be noisy here. It can be noisy. All right. Piece of paper. Let's start at the very beginning. I'm getting set up. Oh, Shaz has lost power. Oh. Ooh. Have you stocked up on wood and coal or whatever? To be honest, I think if we lose power, what would happen? I think we'd just about still... Oh no, would our... I'm trying to think if our gas would still work. Like our central heating. We'll just have to get all the candles in the house, I guess, and stay warm in one room. If that happens here. We're not very good at being planned for this sort of thing in the UK, unfortunately. Well, not in like towns and stuff. All right. Well, Shaz, if you have to conserve your electricity, we won't... Well, I'm still watching you. All right, I'll try and get on with it. All right, I want to make use more of this lovely stamp here, the lasting linen one. So we'll get started with that and do some background and then see what happens. So one of the things mentioned that you'd like to learn is this idea of creating depth and layering of patterns and stuff. So this is a technique that I often have a go doing. It's stamping a kind of a lighter colour in the background. Now, when you are having to follow some kind of colour scheme where it's already preset and you haven't really, you know, your choice is a little bit limited, because you've set those parameters, which is sometimes a good thing to do. When trying to work on a background, I always go for the lightest colour, as light a colour as possible. So whether or not that means perhaps stamping off first, that's a possibility, or just going towards the lightest colour. So here I would say my lightest colours really are Crushed Curry and Balmy Blue. Actually, to start off with, I'm going to put these in a rainbow colour order first, just so that you can kind of see where we're at on the colour wheel here. I did have my colour wheel to hand. May have disappeared though. So just to remind you, I do have a class tomorrow evening online on Zoom. Now, I'm going to say that it is going to be dependent on, obviously, connections still being good tomorrow. I don't want to assume that my internet is all going to be good with this storm. So, okay, so here we've got, in effect, a light red, okay, because Flirty Flamingo is a light red, then orange, then yellow, then green, then blue. So we have got a specific area in the colour wheel being followed here. Oh, I wish I did find my colour wheel. Pin it up somewhere. Oh, it's not very helpful, is it, Ruth? Oh, you can't find it. Alright, I'm just going to use the one in the catalogue. Is it still in here? Presume it's still in here. Anyone know what number it's on? Oh, there it is. Okay, so basically I have got colours spanning from, well, Flirty Flamingo, they put just barely into red orange there. So we've got colours spanning all the way around here. So what we haven't got is those colours here. So I've got Flirty Flamingo, Crushed Curry, and funny, Pecan Pie. See, Pecan Pie I would sometimes put in a neutral, but here they've put it as a kind of a dark orange. So we've got Pecan Pie here, Crushed Curry, and then an Old Olive, and then Balmy Blue. So I suppose we've got those there. I guess it's slightly split complementary. No, not, I don't know. Yeah, we've got those and then that one there. All right, so that's what we've got. I wonder if Dorset will have the same weather. Yeah, I was going to say, Heather, how you're south as well. How come you're not? Have you not had snow? Okay. Not really got a major plan for this, but I'll just get some texture down. Yes, I could be using a block, but doing it by hand means you've got a little bit more kind of control as to where things are going. And also you can create this more kind of, what's the word of not solid? Not solid imagery. It's almost like it's faded or vintage. Actually, this is quite a vintage looking colour scheme, so it might go well. Oh, Dorset isn't under a red warning. Yeah, we're under amber at the moment. Yeah, definitely not red. Oh, you're not getting snow. Oh, okay. Yeah, we definitely got the snow. Okay. Oh, obviously had a bit of dark, a different colour on here that I didn't realise. But anyway, it's come off onto there. Right. Fancy using that one, this Mahusive leaf. Yeah, possibly organic, Monica, yeah. Monica, can you send me a list of your favourite colours, please? Right, this is, yeah, quite a large leaf. You need your block, what's this, E? Yeah, no, F. You need your block F for this one because it's so big. Nice. So that's first generation. We're I don't know why we're under Amber Alert. I'll have a look. BB weather. Amber, because so we're under amber because we've got heavy snow, travel delays on roads. They've cancelled trains in our area, and a good chance that some rural communities will become cut off. Power cuts are likely, and other services such as mobile phone coverage may be affected. That's what the criteria is here for that. And then the red is, yeah, southwest where Shaz is. Damage to buildings and homes with roofs blown off and power lines brought down. Flying debris resulting in danger to life. Roads, bridges and railways closed. Delays and cancellations to bus, train, ferries. Power cuts affecting other services such as mobile phone coverage, very large waves and beach material being thrown onto coastal roads and seafronts and homes. Yes, so similar to you for those people who live on the coast. Yeah. So no silly billies playing dodge to the waves, please. Very sadly, as student in my year at university, her life was lost to that when I was at uni. It's a horrible thing to happen. Right. Loving this leaf. It kind of just covers your page very quickly and easily. As you can see, I'm doing first and second generation stamping. So I've just stamped there, so I know that I'm going to have a mark on my stamp there, so I'm not going to reuse it. I'm going to reuse it by kind of stamping in the same position but on this corner like that, so I don't get the mark. Yeah, it happens from time to time. It's not a hugely common occurrence, Bev. I guess it's what they say, isn't it? When it rains, it pours. Yeah. Yeah, they can. They really can Monica, it's true, people underestimate the power. Right, that's looking super pretty. I like that. That's a really nice little kind of background ready to do some other types of stamping onto. I haven't got around yet to using, I don't think I've used this yet, so I'll be looking forward to doing that later. Right, what about we build up a little bit of background flowers. The other thing I was going to just remind you is that if you're having to work to a colour scheme and you're wanting to do something floral, what I tend to do is have a look at the colour scheme and pick out what I think will be the colours used for the flowers and the colours used for the leaves. So in this situation, because we've got a green in there and we've got a yellow, I've kind of, in my mind, I'm designating the crushed curry and old olive and possibly the pecan pie for the foliage, and then these for the flowers. That's kind of where I'm going, but we'll see. Actually, I could possibly swap that over and have those for the flowers and those for the foliage. And actually that would make sense, because this is more on the kind of slightly more bluer side, apart from the yellow, of the colour wheel, whereas these are more on the, so these are more warm tones and these are more cool tones. So yeah, that kind of makes sense to make that demarcation. Please do ask any questions as I'm going along, as always. I know some of you who followed me for a long time, you know that you can ask me questions, but if you're new to my channel and you're like, oh, how do we find out the knowledge? How do we get it from Ruth? All you have to do is ask. I'm quite happy to share. Oh, the lights have started blinking. Ooh, okay. Well, if I suddenly just disappear, that is probably what's going to happen here. I'll be able to post a message via, you know, once, hopefully if my mobile data works. But yeah, so if I suddenly go and okay, so this is Flirty Flamingo, and I think there's enough colour left on there for me to do another one. Yeah, so it's really pretty there in the background. Shaz, are you still with us? I probably should be using a mat, but hey ho. Alright, so second generation, you always get this lovely lighter effect. And oh, sorry, I'm just trying to find my mat. You had the Stampin' Blocks for Christmas, and you are right, Ruth, they are amazing. Oh, don't they make holding on much easier, Heather? Oh, I'm glad you made that investment. You made that investment in yourself and your stamping. Well done. Oh, most of Cornwall and all South Devon are without power. Yikes. Oh, thank you, Terry. How are you doing? How was your Christmas and New Year? Amen, Claire. I quite like this as it is, and all I think I would be quite happy just putting some little centres into this, and this is you know, if you're new to stamping and you perhaps watch my videos and you get a bit overwhelmed with the amount of stamps that I use, please don't feel you have to use oodles and oodles and oodles of stamps, because this pattern already is quite beautiful and could be used very happily to create a card. Okay, so potentially I could stop here. Actually, what if I do stop here and using just these colours and is actually create a kind of a suite of papers. Does that make sense? Make a, no, not a suite, a collection of papers using these colours. That is something I could do, because I can be here for another hour or so, I think, as long as the electricity holds out. What do you think, guys? Oh, wow, we had a nice time. Kids from New York City visited, while kids went to New York City and stayed in their apartment. Oh, what fun. Like a house swap. You know what, I've often thought about doing how fun it would be to do that with people, but my house is so messy that I don't think I could inflict it on somebody else. I think I'd have to seriously declutter if I did that. Well, I'll have to wait until some of my kids moved out and I can kick them out with their stuff. So I'm also remembering to, if I can see a paler flower, I'm also trying to do the centres for them as well. And sometimes their stuff never leaves. I know. Did I ever tell you guys the story of when my dad threw out a load of my stuff? So I was at uni, and I think I was in my third year. Was I in my third year? Yeah, I was in my third year. And my dad had kind of kept saying, oh, can you come back and like take your stuff? I was like, yeah, I will. Anyway, I was planning to, like, I think I was on the phone to him saying, oh yeah, I'm planning to come home, blah, 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 and I'll come and get my stuff. And he said, oh no, it's too late. It's already gone on a bonfire in the garden. I was like, what? And I genuinely got quite upset. And because there were things like diaries that I wanted to hold on to. Anyway, bless him, he did apologise. He sent me a card and apologised. So I try not to do that with my children. But yeah, even this Christmas, my son, who's now married and living with his wife in his own house, they came and stayed, and he had a polar bear. Actually, Jenny, you still watching? Do you remember the white polar bear of Luke's, and then this like toy tiger, this white tiger thing? So he and his wife had our bedroom while they stayed. So I deliberately put the polar bear and the tiger in their room. Anyway, when they left to go home, because of the whole debacle with their car, they didn't take as much stuff home with them, and the polar bear and the tiger got left. So I made sure that it went to their house when we went to visit. I was like, so it wasn't a joke. No, my dad doesn't joke like that. When he says things like that, I've learned he's serious. Yeah, no, I was upset, but then I got over it. Yeah, I had to get over it. Now we've got candles. Dave thinks it's romantic. Hey, you could start doing his feet now, Shaz, as well. He'd love that. Okay, so crushed curry, pecan pie and Flirty Flamingo. I'm wondering whether just to do some little, I just fancy doing some little delicate leaves in here, and then that will be it, I think. I'm wondering whether to use this one here. Yeah, just part of it. Your daughter still wants her bedroom. What? She wants to come back and to stay in her bedroom. What do you think? Do you think that's nice with that little leaf? Or should I be stamping off, doing it stamped off? There's no power for the pedicure machine, thankfully. Oh, well, you're not going to just scrub. Just soak in a, I don't know, a bucket. A trough. What was that, Cheryl? In the same colour scheme. Is that a second part of a sentence, Cheryl? Have I missed the first part? Well, it is definitely still snowing out there, and the height of the snow on my fence is about like that much. I don't know, probably the size of my hand, I think. I will go and check later on how much snow there is. He wants a massage. You're welcome, Dave. You're welcome. I think he should give you a massage, Shares. Or maybe just get him to lie on the floor and just like dangle your, you could just like walk your feet over him. So I'm not quite sure how that would work practically, but there we are. That was my suggestion. Yeah, it is definitely, and the wind is picking up now here. Oh, earlier I thought, you know what, oh, that was it. So there's some boots that, like, for the last few years I've tended to wear in this type of weather. They're Rocket Dog boots, but they are, or are they Crocs? They're kind of rubber soles on the bottom like Crocs, but I think they're Rocket Dog. And then they have like a fabric kind of quilty bit around the ankle, but also what I like about them is that there's a elastic around them that you can like pull, so they're great for wearing out in the snow. So I remember buying them in a sale years ago, and I got a black pair and a white pair, and I think I wore my black pair to death, so I still have the white pair. So I said to Tom earlier, oh, I call them my snow boots, are my snow boots still in the car, because they were just left in there from the other day. And he went, yeah, I think they are. So I said, right, okay. So I went to my back garden and thought, you know what, I'm just going to brush some of the snow away from the path while I can. It was negligible, but I just thought I'd just do it just to kind of keep on top of it. Then I started like scraping the front path a bit. Again, I just thought just do a little bit, just so that it's not so much later on. Anyway, then I went round to where our car is parked, and so the back of our house, at the back of our house is where all the parking is for various houses along here, and there was a car like just sort of pulled up with its lights on. I could see someone who's in there, and I was thinking, why is that person just pulled into, like, why are they here? Because, like, either they should be, like, parked up and in their house, or just not here. Anyway, so the window went down, or the door opened, and somebody said something. So I went up a bit closer. I said, are you okay? And he said, oh, I'm here to... Oh, he asked me where somebody lived, and I knew who it was. He's my neighbour. So I said, oh, yeah, he lives over there. He said, oh, I'm here to pick up my wife. And I went, really? And on his car was like this amount of snow, like on the roof, which is, it's illegal. I don't know if it is anywhere else. It's illegal to drive with snow on the roof of your car. And whether or not it got there, like in the time he was driving, I do not know. Or whether he left with it on, I do not know. Anyway, no judgment on him. He has snow on his car. Right, I think I need to do some dottage. Hold on, I'll carry on my story in a second. Oh, I know, perfect. Look, I love this. So he asked about, you know, where my neighbour was. So I said, oh yeah, he just lives here. So anyway, he started getting out of his car, and I could see that he was a bit unsteady on his feet. So I said, do you want me to help you? So I helped him into my neighbour's garden. And then I was also just trying to clear a little bit of my neighbour's pathway. And it turned out that this gentleman's wife had gone on a coach trip today up to North Wales and got back. But the coach had not dropped her off where she was meant to be dropped off, and had dropped her off at a local school and had just left her. So she then rang my neighbour, and I think they must be related somehow. I don't quite know how. And he went and picked her up from the school and brought her to his house. And then her husband, who I helped out of the car back into, you know, to go pick her up, came to pick her up. But they live like a few miles out of Welshpool. And I really do hope that I'm going to have to message my neighbour and just check that they got back all right. Because, yeah, so I cleared the snow off the top of the roof of his car. And I know, yeah, oh boy, I hope he took it slow and steady. So there are certain roads out of, like, because we live in a valley, there are hills round and about and people living on those hills, and there's already been warnings that there's certain hills you cannot drive up there right now because they're too steep and they haven't been gritted, and the snow has, like, stuck basically. So yeah, it is just coming down thick and fast. Like, yeah, I don't ever remember it being so fast here. Yeah, it's illegal here to drive with snow built up on your vehicle. Yeah, it's just so not safe. Are the sheep safe? I'm guessing farmers. I mean, farmers have had the snow warning. They've had the warnings. They should have got their sheep in. Yeah, into barns and stuff. They should have been doing that. Yeah. I miss seeing the snow, but that's it. Dave's laughing. What? The idea of giving you a massage. Oh my goodness, I can't tell you how pretty this stamp is. Who has got this stamp set? The, what's it called? Beautifully Celebrated. This, I mean, all of them are beautiful, but this is dottage. Is just so, so, so pretty. Right, shall I stop there? Start on a new one? Who's up for a new one? Who's here for the night? I love this. Oh, nice, Vicky. Oh. Right, well, hello, welcome those of you who've just joined. I'm having a go at my own colour challenge. So these are the colours. So I have just used Pecan Pie, Flirty Flamingo and Crushed Curry. Those. So what I could do is a technique that I have done in the past where you kind of like add a colour, drop a colour. So what I could do now is go, okay, I'm going to add pumpkin pie, but drop pecan pie. I think I might do that, or should I just add something different? What do you think? No, let's go with that. Otherwise I'll be here all night making a decision. No, I will just keep stamping. Keep stamping. Keep stamping. Keep stamping on. Or we could create a musical about stamping. Ready for the next one. Which Linda? Which Linda's come on? I missed that. Ah. Good, Deborah. Having a large group of flowers stamp is now on my wish list. Oh, that blah 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 blah. What's it called? I'm still getting used to the name of it. Where did I put it? Oh, it's right in front of me. Fragrant layers. Fragrant layers. Yeah, it's a good one. Linda Berry. Hi, Linda Berry. Good to see you. All right. I still kind of want to use that burlappy linen stamp as a bit of a background, so I'm just going to do that again. This could be like a running theme throughout it, but I'm just going to go for it. I'm not going to be as thoughtful as I was earlier. I'm just going to stamp because, you know, I know. Ooh, what was that? Something in my garden moved. Monica, have you got anything planned for your little birthday? I can't quite decide what to do for mine. I was thinking I'd like to, you know, book a sort of weekend away or a few days away in May. My birthday's in April, but I was thinking of doing it in May. But it's quite pricey for, like, I was going to invite people, but they were going to have to obviously pay for themselves. I couldn't pay for them. So I'm really not quite sure what to do. However, I am thinking the weekend before of possibly doing something. Jenny, if you're watching, put the date in your diary. Oh, actually, if anyone else wants to come and join for the weekend, you're more than welcome. Yeah, my birthday's actually on Monday, so I'm thinking the weekend before, potentially I could do something. Right, this time I'm going to use this gorgeous background stamp. So beautiful. Look at that. Just going to randomly put it around. You're undecided, Vicky. It might be worth, before you decide, is have a look at what gaps there are in your collection. For example, you need to sort of be aware of the categorization of the different types of stamps. So first of all, I would say you've got solid, oh, sorry, I'm talking about florals and leaves here. I'm not really talking about anything else. So you're looking at solid or line. Then within the solid category and the line category, you've got shapes and sizes Okay, so it might be worth just doing a little bit of an inventory. So if it helps, go and print out those sheets that I designed way back in Artful Stampin School Lesson 1, I think it was, of the different size stamps, so that you can maybe, yeah, take inventory, and then that will help you decide what you've kind of got missing, so that you're not kind of repeating buying. Yeah, that's what I would suggest. Love seeing you do a one sheet wonder, so fun, makes me even more anxious to get busy in my craft room, my happy place. Ah, lovely, Linda. Oh, you spent your 30th birthday in in Canada, is that right? Thunder Bay. Why is Thunder Bay called Thunder Bay? Is it like that? Is that like a super obvious question or answer? I can't believe I only used 3 colours on here. Yeah, I did, didn't I? Okay. Right, I was just looking at these stamps and looking at if there's any way that I can combine like that one with that one. Oh, that's not too bad actually. What do you think, folk? That one and that one. So if we stamp with, I don't know, maybe the Flirty, and then stick the pumpkin over the top. Oh, Vicky! Try going back out and coming back in. Let me check my live stream. Yeah, my stream health is fine. It's not me. Just checking my Facebook. Is there any like news I need to know about? Okay, no news that I need to know about. So one of the easiest ways to create depth when creating these floral sheets is just to make sure you're doing your second generation stamping. And one little thing I did think of earlier was to do this where you do a kind of tri-cluster, which if you've done lesson 1 with me you'll all know about, but to not just do your first but do your second stamping, but it's got to touch the first one that you do. So there, then do your second one, and then do another one just beside it, It doesn't really matter which direction you kind of go in. Just do it further away, but make it look like it's tucked in so that it looks like it's behind it. You might even be able to get a third impression sometimes. Right, so my aim is to not have these stems just randomly start in midair. So I've kind of stuck flowers at the beginning of where those stems started. Do one there, maybe I'll do one here. So although I kind of stamped fairly randomly at the beginning, it's kind of worked out. It's definitely a bit heavier down here than it is up there. Might just rectify that by popping the stem in there. There we go. Oh, it's so arbitrary how the internet works, Cheryl. You know, I find it incredible that, you know, I can have folk in the UK can have internet problems and not see me, and then folk across the world are absolutely fine. You know, it's although when that does happen, it kind of comforts me because I know it's not me. I know it's not my fault. All right. So this is gonna be fun. Let's just oh, look at that. Now I don't really want to be doing a second one because then the lines will cross over, so I'm not going to do a second generation. I'm just going to stick to doing the first one and make it a design feature. So this is a really fun thing to do, where you can go through your stamp sets and go, ooh, what pairs with what? That reminds me of a funny video on Instagram that I shared with some of my friends. A lady saying, let's play the lid game. I think that's what she said. And basically she took lids from plastic lids that come on various like food packaging. Say for example a Pringles tub lid, and then she went through all the different receptacles in her kitchen cupboard and tried to match up plastic lids with like her bowls and mugs and cups and things like that. And it's really quite fun to actually find out what could be a useful lid that you would normally just throw away, that you could put onto your kitchen, you know, your bowls and things. So it's a bit like with the Stampin' Up stamps, you can do that where you kind of like try and match them together. So right, I like that. So I'm thinking, because I've used that kind of like open looking stamp, it would be fun to use something else open. So what about this fun leaf and bud? It's the Aussies' turn today. Yeah, for your internet not to work. Weird. It's all that heat you're getting. Oh, this is so pretty. You do that with lids, do you, Gina? Oh, brilliant. Oh, tell us what your classic pairings are then. I did have a quick go, but couldn't find anything because there was a lid that I put in the recycling and then I fished it back out thinking, oh, I'm just going to see what this fits. And I couldn't find anything. I was like really disappointed. But I'm going to keep trying. Oh, isn't that nice? Now I need to find something to stamp that section there because I feel that that's like a bud, so it should have something inside it. I wonder if... do you think that's a bit too big, or do you think I could get away with that? I'm going to try getting away with that. Right, now the challenge is to ink it up just that section. Oh, look at that. Okay, so that little leaf on the edge, the left hand leaf of Petals of Beauty, sort of fits into the bud of Simply Beautiful. There we go. You're welcome, everybody. Enjoy. So just for fun and to boost my ego, those of you who've been watching me a long time, just for the sake of people who are new, let me know something that you learnt from watching this channel. Something unexpected, perhaps. But also it might help me because it's always worth me revisiting different techniques. Because I may have taught something once and then, you know, not gone back and gone over it again. Ooh, something glitched then. Oh, ooh. I have a yogurt lid that fits some bowls I have, and a lid from hummus that fits on cat food cans. That's, yeah, that's helpful. This weather phenomenon is called a bomb cyclone. Oh, I see. Terry has learned, I've learned, just go for it, don't overthink it. I need to write these down. These are awesome. I love finding new and unusual ways to use stamps. We are having above average temperatures for the weather. Yeah, we're getting that increasingly in the UK. But I feel like that years and years ago, like, I don't know, 50 years ago, you know, the winters were colder and the summers were hotter. And I don't know, do you feel that we're returning to that? Oh, Anne's internet is stopping and starting. Ooh, that's weird. So you're in South Pacific as well. Hi, Anne. Right, have I missed any buds? No, I should be fine. All right, now, what do I colour that leaf in with? That's not quite right. Ooh! That will have to do. Let's do it. Now, Anne's in New Zealand. Yeah, I mean, they're in the same general direction as opposed to here, Cheryl. I mean, or with you. So this stamp is designed to be stuck onto your block either that way so that you've got the detail, or the other way around so that you've got the solid. So I am going to go with the solid. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to get a bit of spit and clean it first. Excuse me. And I'm going to give it a push down. Right, there we go. Right. Oh, I don't know. I feel like that's a bit too solid. I'm going to try and just do a bit of it. Oh, I'm just sort of partially inking it. Which direction do I want? I'm just going to do sort of like the edge there. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, bother. Watching Ruth is like art therapy for me. I have been shown how to express myself and feelings using the stamped images and other art techniques. Oh, Shaz! My bottom lip is quivering. That's so sweet. Heather says darker inks can be used to make other colours with second and third generation stamping. Yes, indeedy. Don't take your right hand off the block when stamping. That's true. So the hand that you hold your block with, so because I'm right-handed, it's the right hand, do not take it off the block. Always hold it, and then use your left hand fingers to apply pressure. Yeah, the amount of people that I teach for the first time stamping, they take their hands off and then kind of they knock it as they go to pick it up the next time. So yeah, yes, good point. I love seeing stamps differently and experimenting with other stamp sets. Same with colours and colour combos. Then there are no mistakes in stamping. Just keep going. It always turns out lovely. Absolutely, Linda. Linda, have you ever taken a class with me? I can't remember if you have or not. Trust the process, indeed. So I know I probably have said this before, that people who don't necessarily live in my Stampin' Up area, you can all take classes with me. You don't have to, you know, be in the UK or Europe. Folk from all around the world. You don't even necessarily even have to have Stampin' Up products. It would be helpful if you let me know that, though, in terms of if we're discussing colours in particular, so that we can make sure we're on the same page. So if you like the style of stamping and you're just a stamper and you use a variety of different brands, that's absolutely okay. You do not have to be Stampin' Up exclusive to take my classes, my Zoom classes. So just keep stamping. Alright, so I just did a kind of faux fill-in with that stamp there. I kind of want to do a faux fill-in with some pink, and I am wondering whether, see this little thing here, whether I could do that on this area here, you know, where at the top of the stems. Let's try that. I think my new phrase, or a phrase that I really want to encourage you guys to embrace, is the whole thing about being curious. I sometimes refer to the what if, like just what would happen if, what you know, I sometimes talk about it on here, but I'm trying to think maybe a way to express that is just be curious, you know. Because stamping allows you to be curious in a really safe way. you know, when you're just stamping on your own and you get to the point where you can learn to stop judging yourself in a negative way, you can really allow curiosity to flourish. So that needs to be written down and quoted, doesn't it? It was quite sweet. In one of my classes, somebody said, oh, I heard someone say this the other day, and they basically re-quoted me back. And I was like, did I say that? And she went, yeah, you said it. I was like, oh, okay. Sometimes I have these moments, you know, where I'm unworldly wise. Yes, what if I did this? What would happen if I added this? Yes, go Monica. Ruth does things with stamps that no one else does. Oh, well, hopefully now you guys do it as well. I mean, the whole point of me doing it is so that you do it too. So it's not exclusive to me. I'm very much a sharer and want to share it with you guys. So, yeah. I hope you're having a go. So if you've never stamped in this style before and you're a little bit scared about it, yeah, join me for one of my classes. 'Cause, that will help you. I have just given myself the permission to not have to be perfect, to play, enjoy, and not fret so much about whether anyone else is going to think that I have made a boo-boo. Who is gonna know? Absolutely. Who is gonna know? That turned out quite pretty. Don't know what you guys think about that. I kind of would like there to be a bit more of a solid in there somewhere, so I might just throw in some more. But I quite like the frothiness of that and how that's turned out. So I'm wondering whether to use the centre, this stamp here from Petals of Beauty, just to throw in some slightly more solid. I don't want it as big as those ones, so perhaps that one would be just right for that. So let's go and do that now. And when I don't like my Stamp One Sheet Wonder, but once it's cut and in a card, it looks so different. Exactly. I'm still learning to be more adventurous. Oh, you can do it, Monica. I think you're pretty adventurous. So if you do like this style of stamping and you want to see some other inspiration, please do head to my Facebook group, Artful Stampin Space. And it's a really lovely creative place to be. People often share the stampings they've done. And we don't usually offer critique unless asked for. So if you want some, help, if you've done something and you want to say, oh, how can I improve this, or what can I do, or I'm stuck, then if you ask for it, we'll give it. If you don't ask for it, we'll just say, how much we like what you've done. So yes, this is quite nice having the slightly more solid flower going on now. It's almost like all those little flowers I did before are just the buds. That's what it kind of looks like. So that's sweet. Right, now I am tempted to use that little centre with the pumpkin pie, because I have only used pumpkin pie for the outlines so far, nothing else. So it's probably a good idea if I do that. Oh, look at that. That just works, doesn't it? Oh, one more. One more. There we go. How sweet. Now, what colour did I do the dotted last time? Oh, I did it in the pecan. Right, let's see if... Oh, folks. Oh, hold on, let me just read these. What I also marvel is how quickly Ruth stamps these beautiful creations. Oh, thank you, Gina. I would love to see you make more cards with your One Sheet Wonders this year. Oh, okay. Yep. If my mother was still living, I would have hooked her on Ruth's videos. Oh, she was a college art teacher and she would find Ruth's creative reverie. Oh, Cheryl, that is such... I'm honoured. I am beyond honoured. Thank you. That's a really sweet thing for you to say. Okay, changing the subject slightly, and for those of you who know and love dear Kim, please could you pray for her husband? He's not well, and he's in hospital having investigations and stuff. She gave me permission to ask you for prayer for him, so this is me doing that. If you're friends with her and want to message her directly, please go ahead and do that. But yeah, I was allowed to just tell you that. So, just for a total change, it would be great to watch you create with die cuts on their own or alongside stamping, please. Yes. Okay. Hi, Bernina Gayton 9661. Hello. Well, Shaz, I think you challenged me to do that once on my birthday birthday fundraiser. Do you remember? And I did it with that label set that you then got the cards. It's not the first time you've asked me to do that. Clearly you like it when I do it. Hi, Jane. Going to be hot today. Yes, we've just been discussing that because it is cold here. It's kind of like the opposite here. Okay, I think that one's done. So for those just joining, like Jane, hi Jane. So I'm using the colour scheme, the challenge number 3, which included these colours here. And so I stamped this one at the beginning with those colours. So Flirty, Crushed and Pecan. Then I've just stamped this with Flirty, Crushed and Pumpkin. So now I think we should drop the Crushed because we've used that twice now, and add, I don't know, should we go for a bit of Balmy Blue? This will be interesting. I might make this one a more of a pattern one, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. How pretty. Okay, so should we have a vote? 1 or 2? I bought a whole set of your cards at birthday auction. Yes. Did you get them okay, Terry? Just checking. You did, and I bought the cards. I struggled to incorporate both stamping and die cuts together. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Let's get another piece of paper. I was having a bit of a tidy up of my cardstock. I'm quite relieved. I bought several packets of the cardstock, white cardstock, and it was an offer. Now that feels different to me. That does not feel like Stampin' Up, weirdly. I wonder if I've got muddled up with something else, or if that's a thick one. That's weird. All right, let's keep stamping. Let's keep stamping. Let's keep stamping. Right, I want to introduce I was going to introduce some texture. What about some of these? Still want to use the this, so I might need to give this a little bit of a clean because I know it's got loads of yellow on it for now. Hi Diane, good to see you. Happy New Year. Shaz, are you doing the next class? I think there's stamping and die cuts. So yes, Shaz is booked on to do tomorrow's class, but only because there was a class that you couldn't do, Shaz. So I've just kept moving your ticket forward. So it's up to you whether you want to do Friday, or if you want me to push it to another date. Okay, should we do a bit of blue in the background? I'm not convinced this is completely clean, but anyway. I'm just going to go for it. You are, Shaz. You are booked in. Yeah, as I said, you don't have to take it if you don't want to. I'll just move your ticket forward to something else. If you can't find the link and you want to do it, Shaz, just let me know. I'll send it to you. Who is booked for the class? Well, I'll let them reveal themselves here. Actually, I think there are people who are not watching today who are booked in, so I don't want to say their names out loud. Right, so that is a little bit of balmy blue gone down in the background, and I was thinking a little bit of grunginess. This one, I picked this out the other day and then didn't get around to using it, so I'm determined to make use of it today. I've been doing a one sheet wonder all evening, still not finished, and you are on your 3rd. Oh, that's all right, Shaz, that's fine. Not a problem. I'll just I'll move your ticket forward if needs be to something else. Another day. You already have plans, although with the weather as it is, Shaz, unless it's an online thing, I'm not sure you're going to be going anywhere. Oh, of course, Shaz, yes. I'll push your ticket forward to that one. Yep, no problem at all. Do you really have to ask Vicky? Lisa, have you taken that class already? Oh, no, you missed the... Yeah, I remember now. You missed that first one, I think, when I first taught it. Or did you? Or did you? I don't know. Oh, it's online. Oh. Yeah, I did wonder then. I thought, how's she going to get to where she's going? All right, nice bit of grunge there. So those of you who are wanting to sort of do something for Easter, the Mask Cross class is... I noticed that I increased the price on that one. I think my plan was for 2026 to increase my class prices. Anyway, for now, at the moment, all my class prices are still £20, apart from the Mask Cross one, because I think I was thinking of doing a small increase. So for those of you who are still on the fence about doing Artful Stampin School, it is currently still the old price. And also, I think I'll probably say that all the classes that I'll teach based on Artful Stampin School 2025, I'll also keep at the old price as well. Hi, Janice. Oh, it is very snowy indeed. I'm going to show you my garden later, guys. So it's going to be a bit of a mammoth live if my internet and everything stays. I'm wanting to stamp a few more sheets tonight. So let's get on and try and get this done a little quicker. So the colours I'm using for this one are going to be Balmy Blue, Pumpkin Pie and Flirty Flamingo. So what if we just go in with a bit of pumpkin? You know what? I think I'm going to keep it so that we do some tiny little flowers in the pumpkin and some tiny leaves in the Flirty. Let's do some leaves first. I'm not, you can tell I'm not really interested in cleaning right now. Alright, so this time I'm doing a kind of triple stamping technique. Stamp, stamp and stamp again. Okay. So some of you have learnt this from me. Oh, see you, Terry. Take care. Hey, April. Lovely to see you. Oh, this is nice doing an extra long live. It means people are coming in and out, so I can say hello to different ones of you. That's nice. That's sweet, isn't it? Right. Now, did I get out? Yes, I did get it out. This is the one I want to use. Oh, you have taken it, Lisa. Oh, there we go. Lisa, you can sing its praises then. So that class, I remember it being slightly different format in that we do stamp together. We stamp one sheet together, but then I also give you a template for cutting up the Stamp One Sheet Wonder. And the idea is that you bring to that class some embossing folders and some cardstock, the cardstock colours and to match the colours that you stamped with. And yeah, so it's about combining the kind of textures of the embossing folders and having them sit against the stamping that you've done. So the results are quite dramatic. And also if you've got some leaf die cuts, it's quite nice as well. Well, that turned out good, didn't it? I like that. So I'm now thinking, just to darken up these centres, is I'll use the stamp that is designed for going in the centre of these. But what I'm going to use is Balmy Blue, because I think the Balmy Blue on top of the pumpkin, I think will work. So let's see if I can do this. Oh, not sure it is working actually. No, it's not working. All right, let's try something else. Let's see if the Flirty works. Or I might just cheat a little bit and bring the pecan pie back. Let's see if this works. No, you know what? I'm going to cheat. I'm going to cheat just an itsy wincy little bit, because it's my thing and I can do what I want. There we go, that works. Doesn't really show up when I do second generation, but I'll do it where I can. Pretty. That is so nice. I love it. It has a Cat Kidston vibe. It does a little bit, yeah. Okay, so I don't know. Do we want to do something else with the pink? The framboise. Oh no, it's not the framboise. Flamingo. Flamand Fougo. I don't know, I feel like I should put some other little things in. What if I create like almost like a tiny weeny faux cross stitch? Oh, I've got an idea. Uh-oh, she's got an idea. Right, so in Gears and Textures, it's this tiny little cross, which I think is supposed to be like the top of a, I was going to say like a screw or a nail, or I don't know, something. But it's a cross. And it looks like a teeny weeny cross stitch. So how about we create a little cross stitch heart? How many do we need? I should have planned this out a bit better, really. I think I got this. Okay, so if we do 2 on there. And then, oh no, we'll do another one, another row there. Oh my goodness, this is so much fun. This is a bit like, who does that gem art stuff? This is like gem art, but for stampers. Although you can't unstick it if you do it wrong though, that's the only thing. Just gotta concentrate. All right. Yes, yes. Oh, oh, look at that. Little cross stitch heart. That's adorable. That is what makes it very Cath Kidston. Yes. I wonder if I can do a smaller one. Hold on, let me just, I've got to figure this out. No, I won't use that because that'll go through. So can I do a little one? So if I do a oh, it looks a little bit too small, doesn't it? Let's try that. Does that look like a heart enough? Might work. They're so cute. Right, hold on. So if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 1 there, 1 there, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I was going to do more, wasn't I? I was going to do another one. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 2. Oh, they're so cute. All right, I'm just going to do it like I'll do a big one, and yeah, because otherwise this will take forever. I meant to be trying to do this quicker, but anyway. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How much you want? 2, 4, 6, 7. 6, 7, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1. Right, cute. There we go. When you get into a bit of a rhythm, it does go quicker. Oh, what's I going to say to you? I watched a really good film the other day. It's called Black Bag. If you like kind of spy thriller type stuff, and you like, I don't know, British actors, if you like, I don't know, I'm trying to think what it's a bit like Spooks, the British kind of series, or yeah, anyway. So Black Bag is directed by Steven Soderbergh. It's got, is it Kate Blanchett? And oh, I forgot, his name's gone out my neck, oh, my head. He played Mr. Rochester in Trainer. Oh, I can see his face. It's not Matthew McFadden. It's, oh, I can't remember his name. Anyway, if you like that type of thing. Oh, and I tell you what, it also reminded me of, what's that film with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, where they're like, they're both like pitted against each other. Anyway, don't want to spoil it too much. But anyway, I really enjoyed it the other night. And then as Tom and I were watching the credits, and I didn't know who had directed it, but as soon as I saw it was Steven Soderbergh, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Total sense if you know his films. Lots of great dialogue, you know, like dense dialogue. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, yes. That's the film. But sort of like that, but not like that. Oh, it's also got Pierce Brosnan in it. I'll tell you what, he's aged beautifully, Pierce Brosnan, hasn't he? Janine, if you're watching, do not Google him. Right. Oh, love these nice hearts. I kind of feel that I could do one here. Will you indulge me? Let me do that. So 1, we'll do the 5 one here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you have a go doing this, just warning you, it's not it's not a perfect cross. So you have to kind of almost ignore that it's a bit longer on one side. You just have to keep going and just do them in a line. The left hand, well, it depends how, if you've got it up that way or the other way, but anyway, one of the sides is definitely, like, one bit is higher than the other. So just bear that in mind. You just got to try and stay straight. But I quite like it because to me it kind of makes it feel more kind of like homely and stitched, where it's not perfect. Does that make sense? How cute! Oh my goodness! Oh, you'll love it, Jane. Then, yeah, I think you'll enjoy that film. Let me know what you think next time. It's on Sky, I think, because we watched it through Now TV, but it's, yeah, so it's on Sky. It might be on other platforms as well, but yeah, I just really enjoyed it. Right, so that was fun, adding that little extra element. I wouldn't mind adding a little bit of extra dottage where I could do that with this stamp here, that, you know, this one that I really love, and I'm just cheating cleaning because I cannot be bothered to move. Yeah, that'll do. Hi, Andrea. Long time no see. How are you, my darling? Right. So, guys, do me a favour. Please do give me a thumbs up if you can. If you can reach, if your thumbs will reach. If you like what I do, please do tell some friends. Tell a friend who'd really like to watch this, who'd like to get some colour inspiration and so forth. Do email me if you've got any questions, or if you want to make suggestions of future videos. And thank you for that. Anne keeps sending me these lovely shorts of like ideas for different creations and things, and it's, other people do it too as well. So thank you. They get logged in my brain, and eventually I act on them. So what I'm trying to do is, with all these ones, I'm using that linen stamp and this stamp on all of them, because it's kind of like a fun story that's kind of going through all of them. But I like this. That is pretty. Okay. Right. So we're going to drop now Flirty. Oh, Pecan should be, hold on, let's put Pecan back there. So we're going to drop Flirty Flamingo. So we're going to go with Balmy Blue, Pumpkin Pie, and now Old Olive. So I am thinking for this next one just to go for a purely pattern background. No real kind of floral element to it. Because when you're creating a collection of papers to use either on your cards or scrapbook, you may want to have similar colours, but you may want to have different textures and different sized patterns happening. And this is something we're going to cover in Artful Stampin School 2026. I think we probably will at some point stamp a collection like this with my guidance. So let's turn back to, oh no, let's do the linen first. So what did I do last time? The linen in Balmy Blue. You know what, I may as well just do that again. This time I'm going to ink up larger portions. Is it still snowing? It is. it seems more blustery up there. Like the snow is doing this. It's not kind of going that. Oh, no, I wanted to smack that in a straight line, but never mind. I'm getting blasé now. Now regretting not bringing a drink in with me, but yeah, anyway, we'll keep going. I think I've only got one more to do after this, and then that'll be it. All right, so a little bit of blue in the background. Let's pull out one of these. I think, yeah, not used this one before. It's definitely still got the new stamp smell. Let's see if it will fit onto here. Yes, it does. Awesome. Okay, so let's get some of this balmy blue down. Oh, has anyone in the UK, I know if Jenny's still watching, she's the one that introduced me to this programme. It's a programme in the UK called Motherland on BBC. Now, I will warn you, it has language. However, if you like British comedy and the absurdity of real life and what it's like for parents at the school gate and all the you know, the interpersonal stuff that goes on at the school gate and kids and family and whatever, and just the realities of the pressures of life, it's a very, very funny sitcom. And yeah, my friend Jenny introduced me to it, and my daughter, and yeah, we've been watching it at our house. Usually we reserve it to watch at Jenny's house, but recently we've been watching it at our house. It's very funny, and it's got a really fabulous British actress in it who, you know, she doesn't always do kind of comedy. She does do quite serious stuff as well. She's very good in it. I've been on the fence about the linen stamp. Cheryl, does that mean now you're off the fence? And on which side of the fence have you now fallen? Just asking, you know, just wondering. So if you're watching this and thinking, who's Ruth talking to? I'm talking to a whole bunch of people on the live stream. Right, so we've got a few geometrics happening here. Do I want to carry on with the blue? I might just do that, and then we'll look at adding some other things. I watched Sister Boniface and Father Brown on PBS. Father Brown? What's Father Brown about? I mean, I can guess, but how do I know? Have I watched that? I introduced my daughter to Father Ted. Alright, so I'm just trying to get a bit of an all over. There's no particular pattern, it's just kind of trying to cover the whole page. So just keep going until you feel there's enough on there. Alright, so I've got old olive and pumpkin pie. Now what I could do is go for a bit of an all over leaf thing happening. So now I know there's a bit of crushed curry still left on here, but there Murder mystery with a bit of comedy. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, I love that sort of thing. Oh, Tom got me for Christmas Columbo season, no, I think it was 5 and 6 maybe. Right, I'll come back and do the second generation in a bit. I'm just going to keep going for now. That bit needs a second generation there. Oh, thanks, Heather. Shaz, are you still with us? Hope you've got a battery pack. Have you got something similar already, Vicky, to the gear stamp? Okay, so old olive, balmy blue. Now we've got to do some pumpkin pie, which I could just use my little stitchery stamp there. Just use that on it and be done. So I'm starting, so you've got the stem kind of running up through the middle there. So what I'm doing is I'm starting this stamp in between them. And then I'm stamping and then stamping off up to the side. But I'm trying to alternate where I start it. I'm not trying to start it in a straight row. I'm kind of zigzagging a little bit. Oh, that's sweet of you, Heather. Well, the idea is that you guys go and you should repeat it and then have a go yourselves. Okay. Do you think it needs more dottage, or do you think I could probably move on, can I? Yeah, let's move on. Okay, so the next one, we're going to drop the pumpkin. See you later, pumpkin. We're going to add the old olive and the balmy blue and bring back the pecan. So this will be interesting. Sorry, I'm thinking, having a little moment. Okay. Okay. Oops. What's Vicky saying no to? Vicky? Oh, you don't have anything else? Is that what you're saying no to? I'm trying to remember what I asked you earlier. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of, you know what, I'm just going to clean this stamp off because I know I'm just going to get this on something. Right, there we go. Right, a little bit of pecan. Oh, looks like a bottom. Oh, who's watching Traitors in the UK? Who's in the UK is watching Traitors? Hi, Julie. Nice to see you. Oh, it's nice to see some old faces here today. Not old faces, as in people I've not seen for a little while. That's what I meant. Okay. I like that. I like it very much. You know what? I'm just going to do something crazy. I'm just going to stamp this on. Okay, quite enjoyed that process. And I'm also going to just grab the splatter stamp. I did this for the first time the other day and enjoyed it so much, using the splatter stamp as a centre. Now, do you think Old Olive is going to be dark enough if I do it with Old Olive? Or should I just do it with the Pecan? I've got to be careful not to lose that cross stamp. Is it me or is it heating up already? Where are you, Julie? Oh, you're in Sydney. Haha, yes, it is. Haha. We've just been discussing that. So it's rather warm in the South Pacific, whereas in the UK, it is very much cooling. My little cat is bobbing away. Don't know if you can hear it. Okay, I like some little delicate leaves. Oh, I do have this one. It's out, so I may as well use it. Oh, I forgot the centres on that one. Oops. Okay. Maybe some little blue flowers. To dot around. Oh, how cute is that? Oh, it's so pretty. Very vintage vibes. I clearly didn't clean my stamp before using it. So I want to use that little delicate one. I do that in the old olive? Oh, I hope you guys can see the detail of this. So I'm getting a bit closer. So who's placed an order and enjoyed your bonus days extras? Well, sorry, you'll enjoy them next month, but has got some bonus to spend for next month. I'm just looking at the weather map again. Yeah, it's still snow over us. Just looking at how long it's going to take. So it's going to be snowing till 3 o'clock this morning, it looks. And then it'll stop by 6. And Friday is looking pretty clear. Then it's going to rain. Okay. Oh gosh, and then potentially more snow. Kind of, I don't, is blue, I think blue might be rain or mist or something, I don't know. Well, oh, it seems to have stopped. Is it snow still? No, it's definitely still snowing. Okay, that's super pretty. I like that. Oh, you had an hour of heavy snow that wasn't on the forecast. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, Lisa got 3 vouchers. Cool. Hi, Shan. Right, do I want to do some more balmy blue, or do we leave it as it is? Do I want a bit of extra texture? I did see there's quite this nice one here. Which I don't think I've used yet. Still got that new stamp smell to it. Oh no, I think I've used it once. Right, I'm going to go upright this one. There we go. I think that's nice. I'm going to leave that one as it is. So, if I was to drop and add another one, I'd go for the Old Olive, Pecan Pie and Crushed Curry. I think that's right. Yeah, it is. So I think I've done one in with all the colours of just using 3 at a time. Yeah. Right, let's have a look at what we need. So, got that's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I kind of feel like I need another one, just something that has less white space. So something with just flowers all over. So what did I say? The crushed, that and that. Okay. I've got an idea. Go back to doing a bit of background. Right, one more to go, folks. One more. Hopefully I'll get this done quite quickly. Hi, Jodie. This has been a mammoth live. I've been live for 2 hours, but it's gone so quickly. It's been such fun. Right, this one I want to put flowers all over it. So, although I've got the green in there. Okay, it's going to be interesting. I'm going to go with this flower here. I'm just going to start by doing some clusters. See how quickly I can get this stamped. Ruth, I think you're pushing me off the fence when it comes to that linen stamp. Oh, okay. Oops. Have I used it a bit too much? Oh, take care, Monica. Oh. Were you playing a family holiday? What, to the UK again? Right, so I've done that one. Now I need to do some more flowers somewhere. Oh, you know what? Let's just do it in the crushed curry. Same stamp in the crushed curry. Let's just do it. I'm just going to fill the gaps now. I kind of still want to see that it's a flower. Good, good. Now I know this might seem bonkers, but I'm going to do some little green flowers. You're not watching on double speed. I really am stamping fast. Giving my arm a workout. Ruth is known for pushing people off fences. Hi, Patricia Todd. Nice to see you. Oh, I can sometimes. Not intentionally. Okay, quite like that. All right, so final time of using that lovely dot edgy thing. Okay, the old olive. Might have to do some re-inking. Quite like that. That's the sort of the saturation I think I wanted. I don't know whether or not Hi Mary. I did want something quite strong. Although I'm feeling with that, with one of the others, I need to go a bit more saturated with the yellow. But maybe that one. Just wondering if that one could benefit from having like a brayer over that. Just to saturate that one up a bit more. It is a bit of a stampathon, isn't it? Quite like that now. I just feel like it needs that, because if I make a card and I'm going to use those two papers, I need one to have like more bold colour on it, because that's got a high saturation on that one. Now this one then, I'm wondering whether to spray a blue, or maybe to do it on this one. maybe do half and half. Should I do that? Do half and half and see what looks better. Right, guys, what do you prefer? The lighter side or the bluey side? What do you think? Do you think it looks better with that blue over the top of it? I think all these are going to need re-inking. Lisa. Trust Lisa to be contrary. That's why I only did half, Lisa. Just for you. In case you didn't like it. Hello, Miss Linda. Okay, so I just put a bit of blue on the background of that one and that one. It's not completely saturated, like that. You can see little bits of white still peeking through. So, but it was just interesting to do as an experiment. So there we go. Right, let's see if I can number these. I don't remember which one I did first. Oh, that one is the one I did first. 1. So, cherry, no. Cherry cobbler, where did that come from? My brain. Crushed curry, Flirty Flamingo pecan pie. Crushed curry, Flirty Flamingo and pumpkin pie. Then pumpkin pie, Flirty Flamingo and Balmy blue. Then pecan pie, no. Balmy blue, pumpkin pie and old olive. Then old olive, no. Hold on. Did I go wrong? Oh yeah. Old olive, pecan pie and balmy blue. And then pecan pie, old olive and crushed curry. So back to then crushed curry, pecan pie and the flirty on this side. So then that would carry on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Haven't used my brayer yet. Looking forward to it. Oh, good, Heather. Yeah, indeed, Lisa. Right. Let me know what your favourites are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So number 4 was kind of designed to be one that would go as a kind of an accompaniment. So they're not necessarily going to be like the, you know, singing and all dancing compared to some of the others, like the really beautiful florals. Same with this one as well. This is meant to be kind of like an accompanying one. Could do probably with something more geometrical, but I'm hoping that actually in my DSP I've got something that we can match up with this. So yes, I did these. Yeah, I've been live for 2.5 hours, Patricia. The heart one would be great for Valentine's. Yes. So for those just joining, oh, no, what? Let me go through the stamp. Right, I've done colours. I've mentioned colours enough times, so I'm not going to mention that again. So let's look at the stamps I use. So I only use this leaf out of Natural Botanicals, just that one leaf like that. Gears and textures, I used that one, that one, that one, that one, the splat, that one, and that little cross, and that's how we did the little cross stitch hearts. Then this one I used that, that, and that. Simply Beautiful. In Beautifully Celebrated, I used the large sprig, the little sprig, that on every single one of them. That was it. Petals of Beauty, I used a smaller flower and those there. We used that small section for the bud of one, and then I used that as well for the centres. Then out of Nature's Symphony, used a great big one and also that little one. Oh, I forgot to use that one. And then I used Lasting Linen on all of them as well. This one here. And then did I use this one? Oh, I used the centres, Impressions of Bloom. I used those. There we go. A lot of stamps. A lot of stamps. So, there we go. That was a mammoth. Well, to be honest, Patricia, what happened was I came on to do a one sheet wonder using all 5 colours. That's how it started. But I got so far with this one that I felt it was just beautiful just using the 3 colours. So I decided then to do a whole like range instead and just do lots of different ones, but using the set 5 colours and then just seeing what happened and where we went with it to kind of create a kind of a set of papers. So I may or may not use them all together. I'll see what happens. Like some of these I feel are very much a background, like you'd use this in a background and then do something else with it. So it could be that Shaz suggested that I demonstrate using some dies and things with it. So like this one I think would look great with some dies in the background. That one would look great with dies as well. So not in the background, the foreground. Whereas some of these that you've got really lovely florals that are standing out, I don't think necessarily you need much more to them, like that one and that one. So we'll see. It might be that I don't use them together, but it was just fun creating them as a little project. So you're very welcome. You're definitely off the fence, as in you're never using linen ever, Patricia. Sorry, Cheryl. Yeah, I mean the linen stamp. I think it just goes to show you can have it either sort of being like backstage supports, you know, like with this one where it's barely noticeable, or you can bring it a bit more front and center, you know, when you use a darker color. So, you know, yeah, it's just a really great way to create a bit of texture, because I sometimes feel that with the papers that Stampin' Up design, that they can be really beautiful, but they lack a depth of texture sometimes. So, you know, you could rectify that by actually stamping this linen stamp onto DSP as well. So there we go. The linen stuff. Oh, yay! My work is done, Cheryl. Oh, you actually quite like these stampathons. Oh my goodness, really? Well, when I have the energy for them, then maybe you know what, maybe, like, so last night, we got in from shopping and it was like gone 10 o'clock. So by the time we put stuff away, it was like 10:30. And I thought, you know what? Either I could go live and then end up like being late to bed and then really late up again. And there was something I had to do this morning that I thought, you know what? I am going to just get to bed at a slightly earlier time than I normally go to bed. And I think I've got to not be afraid of not doing a live. I know some of you do miss me, you know, it's part of your routine, just watching me either in the morning or as part of your evening routine. However, I feel that perhaps I might be able to give better if I do have the occasional break in the week and do something like this. So you could maybe watch me as a two-parter. You know, you could not watch the whole lot. So there is the replay, yeah. Oh, Cheryl's saying with the linen stamp, she's seen it used to stamp leaves that were then die cut. It was a really cool look. Oh, great. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Oh, thank you, Jodie. Yes, and yeah, I had obviously like a good 2 weeks off over Christmas and New Year, and I felt that it was just really nice to just chill out and just do other things and actually get to the point where I miss stamping. So because you can get to a point in any circumstances in life where you give out a lot, and you know, I appreciate that there are folk out there who give out physically and mentally, and for them stamping is their, or creativity is their little bit of a break. But it's very interesting doing this as part of your work and then actually needing a break from this sometimes. So yeah, even though I really do love it, like really love it. But yeah, there we go. Right, lovelies. So just a reminder, the colours were Flirty Flamingo, Pumpkin Pie, Crushed Curry, Old Olive, Balmy Blue and Pecan Pie, which is a kind of a bit of an unusual colour scheme, I guess. But one I do see quite regularly sort of Stampin' Up, not necessarily the Flirty Flamingo, but that colour scheme I've seen done several times over the years. But yeah, fun, definitely fun. All right. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you. Right, lots of love to you all. Oh, do you want to see the snow? Right, hold on. Let me go and put my shoes on. Let me just. Oh my goodness, my joints are creaking. Let me get my shoes on. Not that I'm planning on stepping out this room, but. Right, hold on. I was going to show you the snow as I can. I know what, let me get my door open. Right, I haven't seen my garden for like 2.5 hours, so let's see what it's like. Oh, that's out my window. That's my fence. The snow has fallen off the top. Okay, so I have this curtain, and I've put my sledges. Oh, you can't hear me, can you? I can't take my mic with me. forgot I couldn't take my mic with me. Sorry. Right, there we go. That's the snow. My messy desk, my messy room. Right, there we go. Exactly, Vicky. Thank you, Vicky. Vicky needed a break. Right, take care, everybody. Lovely to see you. Oh, Cheryl says I can hear you. Yeah, exactly. Washing my hands in the snow. Oh, you could hear me. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Right, lots of love. Thank you, everyone, very, very much. Please remember to give me a thumbs up and check out my classes. And if you've got any questions about Artful Stampin' School 2025 and 2026, please just email me.